Good evening and Salam Sarawak Maju Makmur. This is Amanda and you are watching the UKAS News at 9. Sarawak government through Sarawak Energy Berhad SEB sets a target to generate 10 gigawatts of combined hydroelectric, solar and gas energy by the year 2030. Premier of Sarawak Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg said he is confident SEB will be able to achieve the target based on the direction that has been set by the Chief Executive Officer CEO of the SEB Group, Dato' Sharbini Zuhaili. In addition to that, he said a biomass plant will also be built to generate 1 to 1.5 gigawatts of energy.
Saya telah arahkan SEB untuk menjana 10 gigawatt pada year 2030. Looking at the direction of Dato' Sabini, I think he can. Dia ada confident lah. But you must remember, this one is not only hydro, plus solar, plus gas turbine. And then I have a feeling biomass within now and 2030 we may get one plant on biomass, producing mungkin between 1 to 1.5 gigawatt. And then we have amended our law where it is not only the responsibility of SEB but also the other parties to generate power, but SPE is the single buyer.
He said this in a media conference during a working visit to the mini hydroelectric power station, HEP, Kota 2 in Lawas on Thursday. Present together with Deputy Minister of Sarawak, Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, Minister of Utility and Telecommunication, Dato' Sri Julaihi Narawi, Sarawak State Secretary Dato' Amar Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki, and other prominent officials. In that, Dato' Patinggi Abang Zohari added Sarawak has the potential to attract funding from European investment banks which are interested in funding renewable and green energy projects.
I have 19 ambassadors from EU and they are going to set up what we call European Investment Bank, and they are funding renewable and green energy. And they know that we are strategically located for green energy. Setidaknya ada 10 billion euros for ASEAN. If you can get 1 billion euro pergi ke Sarawak, is about berapa ya? 6 billion ringgit. 6 billion ringgit. I think a lot of power considering them. And Europe back it up, support.
Meanwhile, the Premier of Sarawak said the Kota 1 and Kota 2 mini hydro stations that generate cascade energy sources are safe, do not impact the environment, and comply with the Sustainable Development Goals, SDG of the European Union.
Dan apabila saya melihat tadi, ia tidak menjejaskan alam sekitar. Dia adalah natural. So that is the potential that we have in Sarawak, because we got a lot of resources similar to this. It doesn't affect land, it doesn't affect resettlement, and it's part of SDG under United Nations. And SEB is a signatory to declaration in San Jose, so that all the hydro or power generation complied with what has been agreed by the international community.
Earlier, Dato' Sharbini in his welcome speech said the Kota 2 mini hydro station, which generates 10 megawatts of energy, allows SEB to address current and future energy needs in Lawas, in addition to promoting sustainability and renewable energy. He said it was also in line with SEB's focus to create a greener and sustainable energy future for all.
The Kota 2 hydroelectric facility is an important milestone in our sustainable journey. It allows us to address both the current and future needs while also promoting sustainability and renewable energy development, aligning with our focus on creating a greener and sustainable energy future for all. integration of Kota 2 into our grid diversifies our energy portfolio and reduce the reliance on fossil fuel.
Immediately after that, the Premier of Sarawak, together with other guests of honor, also participated in a question and answer session with SEB. He then gave a brief visit to the plant while accompanied by other officials before departing for home. The Sarawak government will undertake a mega project involving the construction of a 4-lane northern coastal highway connecting Miri, Limbang, and Lawas via Brunei Darussalam. The Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg said that the project funded by the Sarawak government is expected to be completed by 2030. Dato' Patinggi Abang Zohari said the implementation of the mega project is a follow-up development that is being rapidly implemented in the northern region of this state.
Pertamanya ialah pembangunan airport di Limbang ini akan dipanjangkan, iaitu menyangkut runway yang membolehkan jet untuk mendarat di sini. Keduanya, kita sudah menapasti satu kawasan untuk membangunkan resort dan juga kawasan riadah yang berhadapan dengan Brunei Bay. Ini akan menjadi satu tempat untuk kita mempromosikan sektor pelancongan di sini. Dan jalan akan menjurus ke Lawas. Lawas juga kita telah kena pasti satu kawasan di mana dibangunkan sebuah pelabuhan di Lawas dan juga airport yang baru.
The Premier was on an official visit to 3 development project sites in the Limbang section on Wednesday. Dato' Patinggi Abang Zohari added, with the development of the mentioned infrastructure, Limbang has the potential to attract regional tourists as well as produce gas as the government of Sarawak, through Petroleum Sarawak Berhad Petros, works on the gas industry there.
Sekarang ini yang berhormat Datuk Amar sudah berunding mungkin pihak Timur Tengah akan datang di sini untuk bekerja dengan Petros bagi menguruskan dan mengendalikan industri khasnya gas, yaitu asas industri petrokemikal.
Meanwhile, the Premier of Sarawak also made a field visit to 3 Sarawak government development project sites in Limbang on Wednesday afternoon. The first site visited is the proposed project for the construction and completion of the Limbang River Bridge, the Bunut River Bridge No. 2, and the Limbang Section Connection Road, currently at 70.57% completion as of February 2024. Based on the briefing provided by the Public Works Department, JKR Sarawak, this project, amounting to 187.62 million ringgit, is expected to be completed on November 24, 2025. Next, Dato' Patinggi Abang Zohari moved to the second site, which is the construction and completion project of the Limbang Integrated Administration Complex, IAC, which is now still 34% since its implementation. According to JKR Sarawak, this project, which costs 157.28 million, is expected to be completed on February 11, 2025. Immediately after that, the Sarawak Premier's visit continued to the site of the proposed Limbang River Waterfront Level Project Site 2, Package 2 and Phase 3. Through the briefing delivered by the Limbang District Council MDL, until 5th March 2024, the Phase 2 Package 2 project is 0.28 kilometers, including the construction of planter box, food truck, parking, gazebo, esplanade walkway, and stalls. The food has reached 88.05% done. While Phase 3 involved the construction of the Limbang Guest Building Lockup Shop, repair of the jetty, stalls, and pedestrian bridge recorded 71.77% its implementation. Both of these projects are expected to be completed on September 19, 2024. Later in the evening, the Premier of Sarawak officiates the inauguration of the 63rd Al-Quran recital and memorization for 2024-1445 Hijrah, which opened its curtain for 4 days at Dewan Suara Limbang. Speaking at the function, Datuk Patinggi Abang Zohari said that every individual needs to use intelligence wisely to find effective and innovative solutions in overcoming challenges towards a new era.
Ini sepotong ayat dalam Al-Quran yang beri banyak makna dan maksud. Khususnya kepada kita yang beragama Islam. Untuk kita menggunakan akal kita dan dapat melihat kejadian-kejadian yang kita hadapi pada masa ini. Kalau keadaan begitu panas, mungkin ia tidak membawa keselesaan kepada manusia. Dan kalaulah keadaan begitu, banyak sektor-sektor penghidupan manusia akan terjejas. Dan ini adalah satu cabaran bagi kita menggunakan akal kita untuk mencari penyelesaian. Sebab itu kerajaan Sarawak menuju ke arah era yang baru untuk menyelesaikan masalah terlalu panas disebabkan oleh karbon dan kita membangun ke arah ekonomi hijau dengan mengeluarkan tenaga hijau yang boleh diperbaharui.
The event also witnessed 12 Qari participants and 9 Qariah participants for coveted Al-Quran reciting trophy. The results of the competition will be announced on the last day of the ceremony and are expected to be attended by Sarawak Head of State Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jafar. The Sarawak government is committed to supporting youth organizations such as the Scouting movement, which also play an important role in the development of youth and human capital. Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari, Tun Dato' Abang Openg said, youth are the future leaders who determine the direction of the country. Therefore, he said the Scout movement is capable of being a power for youth unification in this country.
We regard youth as the future leaders who will determine the direction of the country, a role that has to be developed among the youth so that by the time they have reached that level, they will be able to continue the legacy created by the present leadership in seeing the country prospers in the right direction.
He said this in the text of the speech read by Sarawak Deputy Premier, Dato' Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kueh Hian during the 2024 Scouts Gala Dinner and celebration of the 111th anniversary of the Sarawak Scout Movement at the Borneo Convention Center, BCCK, on Wednesday night. The Premier of Sarawak, who is also the Chief of Sarawak Scouts, added, the government also recognizes the Scout movement, which has been established for 111 years in Sarawak. Also present in that council was the chairman of the Sarawak Scout Council, Tan Sri Dato' Sri William Mawan Ikom, Chief of Malaysian Scouts Major General Professor Dato' Dr. Muhammad Zin Bidin, chairman and members of the Sarawak Scout Council, and other invited guests. Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kueh Hian said, every individual who is at risk is encouraged to go for screening even if they have no signs of cancer. According to Dato' Amar Professor Dr. Sim, everyone should be responsible for themselves and need to do early screening for cancer, such as colorectal cancer, which is the second highest cancer in Sarawak.
As what you heard, colorectal cancer is the second highest cancer in Sarawak. About 350 people a year got colorectal cancer, and about 35% are stage 4. that means it's only palliative, it cannot cure you. Just now, the specialist said that 70% in fact stage 3 and stage 4. That means that only 30% can be cured. 30% can be cured. And we know that definitely can be cured because Tung died for more than 20 years ago. He got colon cancer, and he lived because he's stage 1, and that's why he lived on for more than 20 years, and so that's why this awareness campaign, the screening campaign, is so important because number second highest cancer is colorectal, and 70% are stage 3 and stage 4.
He said this to the media after officiating the colorectal cancer awareness campaign at the Daily Treatment Center, Sarawak General Hospital today. Dato Amar Dr. Sim added this campaign is very helpful in raising people's awareness about the signs and symptoms of colorectal cancer. He said this campaign also aimed to empower individuals to get immediate medical treatment when necessary and effort to educate the public about the risk factors related to colorectal cancer and the invaluable benefits of detection. And that's the English edition with me, Amanda. More news can be found in our official portal, ukas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. Ending up the UKAS Bulletin with a show of the working visit of the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg, to the mini hydroelectric power station, HEP, Kota 2 in Lawas on Thursday. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.